This is an in-depth demo of how a salesperson can add a new sales opportunity. This demo includes detailed explanations of the available options for each data entry field. The demo shows the case of maximum data input where no information was copied from Salesforce.com. Click first on the Opportunities tab. Each salesperson can personalize and customize his options, and in this demo you will see a number of individual customization choices. First, you can request the system to display all of the data input fields at the same time, or only display each field after the data entry for the previous field has been completed. Here the screen has been configured to display all the data input fields at the same time. The initial information node on top of the screen points out that you instantly get context-sensitive help when you mouse over any data field. There is no need to look anything up in the Help tab. Also, this information node informs you that all mandatory fields are identified by a red star. This is the red star. You select Hide All Comments if you don't want to see any additional comments that the system produces. As soon as we entered Hide All Comments, the notes, informational notes that were here before disappeared because the Hide All Comments means no comments from the system should be seen on the screen. Now type in the unique name to identify the sales opportunity. T2M DSS automatically checks for duplicates and prevents you from entering an opportunity name that already exists in the system. Now type in a brief description of this opportunity. Again, T2M DSS automatically ensures that there is no other opportunity with the same exact description. At this point, you have a choice between two types of sale opportunities. An active one, meaning that this is an opportunity you will be working on, or pipeline simulation only, meaning that this opportunity will be used in a simulation to understand its impact on other active opportunities, but it is not going to be recorded in the T2M DSS system as an active opportunity. The other designation, inactive, is used to place an opportunity in a temporary or a permanent suspension so that it is not included in any reporting until and unless this designation is changed to either active or pipeline simulation only. For the purpose of this demo, select that this is an active opportunity. T2M DSS supports multiple ideal sales cycles which allow you to customize your sales process by the type of customer, by product, by geography, or by any other relevant segmentation strategy. You can configure T2M DSS to identify the appropriate ideal sales cycle based on your criteria, or you can select the best fit manually. For the purpose of this demo, we select Integra Ideal Sales Cycle. Sales opportunities fall into two levels of completion status. Not yet started, the choice would be no, or at least one task already started, and the choice then would be yes. If this opportunity already started, enter yes and identify the last completed stage and task from the selected ideal sales cycle. For simplicity, select that this is an opportunity that is only starting now and no tasks have already been started or completed. Select the date on which you will start to work on the first incomplete task. The system will check if the date may violate a predefined limit of some type. Time to money decision support system determines two different types of data checking. A caution, where there may or may not be an issue, but the data entered has triggered a predefined warning, and an error, where the data entry is not acceptable and must be re-entered. For the opportunity start dates, T2M DSS issues a warning when you select a date different from the current date. To demonstrate this, enter a date of July 19th, 3 days prior, July 14th, 3 days prior to the development of this demo. System displays the cautionary warning. Now, in the event that your selected date is correct, just ignore the warning note. In our case, let's assume that the start date was entered incorrectly and you really meant to enter July 17th. Reselect the date as July 17th, and you see that the cautionary note disappears. Select the name of the client for this opportunity. T2M DSS displays only those clients which this salesperson is eligible to support. For the purpose of this demo, we select United Phosphorus Limited. The system also displays the primary industry in which this client is engaged. You can select a different primary industry for this sales opportunity if the default industry is not the best fit. T2M DSS supports two types of revenue streams: contracts, where the payment is a lump sum payment, and periodic, where there is a stream of revenues in each time period for a number of time periods. If your opportunity is in the form of a periodic stream, the system will ask you about the revenue for each time period and number of time periods. Then T2M DSS will calculate the total opportunity revenue based on this input data. For this demo, select that this is a contract revenue opportunity. Enter the expected contract revenue for this sales opportunity, for example, $100,000. The system displays the priority of this opportunity. The higher the revenue, the higher the priority. In our case, the $100,000 opportunity equates to a 90% priority. The system will also calculate profitability both before and after sales, general, and administration expenses, but before commissions. The calculation gives you the choice of accepting the total revenues after you see the profit implications or revising your estimate. For this demo, assume that on reflection, you decide that you can secure a higher level of total opportunity revenue and you choose to revise the total revenues to $150,000. The priority for this opportunity, based now on a revenue of $150,000, has risen to 100%, and the profit potential has been similarly revised to a higher number. Let's now assume that you're satisfied with these revised profit numbers and you move on to sales commissions, which is the last part of the data entries for adding an opportunity. T2M DSS supports a variety of different methods to determine sales commissions and can be readily configured to support whatever commission logic you want. Here you have two types of commission logic: contract, where the commission is earned at the time the contract is signed, and periodic, where the commission is earned after cash payments are received from the client. For the purpose of this demo, Select commission that will be paid at the time of contract signing. Select sales percentage, for example, 5%. The system automatically calculates and displays the final profit contribution expected for this opportunity after taking commissions into account. This completes the data entry for a new opportunity. You can click on the Submit button to store the results in the system, or you can go back and change any of your previous choices. The system displays the advising note that in order for this opportunity to be included in the prioritized critical task calendar, you will need to take an additional step of running the simulation located in the Tasks tab. The process of running the simulation is described in the demo Prioritized Critical Task Calendar. Click on the Submit button to store this new opportunity in the Time to Money decision support system. After you have completed entering all of the new opportunities, you can quickly check if these opportunities are indeed part of the T2M DSS system. Click on the Revenue Predictor report on the left side of the screen to generate the report that shows the current status of all active opportunities. For easy verification, the newly added opportunity is displayed at the top of the opportunity list. The order of opportunities will change after you run the simulation. This concludes the detailed demo on how a salesperson can add a new opportunity to the Time to Money decision support system.